Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to part 19 of Clair Obscur. So, we have beaten the two axons. We are ready to go to the Paintress. However, what I think we're going to end up doing is a floating lamp. We're going to end up backtracking a little bit. So, we talked to everybody in camp last time. It was like 15 minutes of cutscenes. Everybody's relationships are up. Banged out seal. Everything's chilling, going good. It's right in the Gustav journal. So I think what we're going to end up doing tonight, just backtracking for a little bit, chilling, hanging out, Saturday night. Hope everybody's having a good time. Probably just stream for about an hour, hour and a half, and then call it a night. Let's see what's up for the next day, Sunday. I don't know where you guys are. We're about to get a massive snowstorm, so I'll get my shovel arm ready. And also starting to think about what the next game will be that I will stream. Arc Raiders definitely will be working that back in there. Really fun game, live service game. I figure you have that kind of in the rotation or as something to play. And I'm just kind of searching around, seeing what else is up there. Maybe a first-person shooter, maybe another RPG. We'll see what's going on. But for right now, we got to concentrate on beating Clair Obscur. I did do Path of Exile too, but I don't know. We'll see. That is a really good game. I know it's full release. Oh, I'll shut up for a second.
To face the Paintress and finally break this cycle. That being said, someone here has been hiding a terrible secret from us. What are you talking about? You thought we'd never find out, you? Nobody ever wondered what Obscur was made of, did they? Well, Obscur and I had a chat.
I'm sorry, Versa. She promised me sweet rocks.
Is that wine?
Really?
I stored my personal stash inside it. Oh, that's all vintages. I don't normally share, but I suppose tonight deserves an exception.
This is really funny.
I told you to stop drinking alone.
It's not the best way to get your excellent vintages out. But I guess you're pouring one out for all the expeditions from before.
I don't know how you can like this. It comes with age.
Do you have apple juice?
Yeah, maybe two, I
Oh,
believe.
Verso, not liking it. Minoko, not drinking. What's going on, Minoko? Oh boy. Oh, maybe I won't have a choice to backtrack. Oh boy. I mean, that's definitely my L. Or whatever. Ooh, a letter. Something in French. Oh.
My beautiful sister doesn't need this something else.
Oh.
embrace
Closed.
her. Yet you're condemning her to die.
You brought him here.
I'm
No.
not here to fight. But my son, do you know what it means to disappear into nothingness? Have you thought through the consequences? Not just for you, or even me, but for them. Their memories, their dreams, their love for each other.
Hmm.
Who really is the one painting death? And who paints life instead? We exist and we will exist for as long as she wants. You want to spoil what we've been given. Sometimes we paint the bars of our own prison. Your despair blinds you. You think you're ready to pay the price. But are you willing to let them pay the price for you?
May everything be decided before their very eyes.
Damn.
The bars of their prison. In the shadow of the monolith.
In the shadow of the monolith.
Hmm. Pretty intense. Okay, now. Visages. I kind of see. Would it be crazy to go all the way back to this? I feel like it would be nuts to do that. I kind of want to though. Well, I can't fly. Face the Paintress at the monolith. The continent. Alright, so Visages is there. This is the thing. Where's the Paintress? She's right here. And a little bit, I guess you can just go for it. Maybe I should just go for it. Alright, Serene. Yeah, Smoked Serene. Kestrel Beach. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. Do I just push ahead and go for it, or do I try to, like, find everything else that's going on in the game? We'll go there first.
Wow. I drank too much last night.
I can't remember a thing.
Clean me out, mes amis.
You bunch of drunks.
I feel like, alright, so like, this is obviously going to be a red thing, right? The crows. I feel like I just need to try it and just see what's going on again. And if it sucks, I'll just bail. Right? Yeah, why not? Because, I don't know. I don't know what is... Alright, it's like off the bat, off the rip. Picked up now.
Corin, 34th Expedition.
Oh.
Looks like our elemental focus strategy didn't pay off. Who would have thought some Nevrons would be immune to every element? We have discovered so much, though. I suspect there is a deeper level of chroma beyond what pigtoes enable us to manipulate. The pull of chroma grows as we get closer to the
Gustav.
monolith. But thus far,
I like that. Those are the crows. And I'm doing this because, yes, the luminous. Let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing? Dead energy, combo attack. There we go. Alright. That was the exit.
Great.
Ooh. Tough aiming. What do you think happens when we kill all the crows? Boss battle! Boss battle! Total waste of time, perhaps. We're going to find out. We'll see what's going on. Crows are very intelligent. I don't know if you knew that. Very smart. Apparently they hold funerals for each other, which is crazy. Also, Odin's birds. Odin's birds. Odin's birds. Do have a pretty good top 5 list too, I think, for everybody. Oop. Whoa. We'll get into it in a second. I just realized there was a dead body just over the hay bale. I feel like that was it. Am I wrong? No, it doesn't seem like it. Oh. One last one. Yeah. That's what I thought. Alright, here we go. Oh, this guy's gonna be a nightmare. Here we go. Sneaky boss battle.
Take cover.
Early. Yep. Okay. That's tough.
Let the ink flow.
Oh, right. Ugh. Let's try the fight again, but boy, I just feel like I wonder if the dungeons don't say danger. Oh, no, too slow. If they don't say danger, does that mean like you have a legit chance to win, or is it just like this where you're just going to get absolutely worked? Right. I screwed up again. Alright, one more time. One more time just for shits and giggles, and then we're going to bail again, because this is not what I had in mind when I was talking about backtracking to get stronger. This looks like an absolute nightmare. So maybe we just make it for the Paintress, and these are all... Is this all extra game content? I have no idea. Oh, this is so good. See, I feel like that I have that timed pretty good. So I'm a little bit miffed that that didn't stick. It should have. That double one is fast. Alright, one more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. And we'll get into the top 5 of us. So I actually think the top 5 of us is pretty good. Should be pretty funny coming from me too, but... Oh, he launches masks first. Okay. See? I don't know. I feel like I'm like on the money with that. Yeah, there's no shot in killing this guy.
I'll do it.
Yeah. No, I'm all set. Thanks for playing. No. And then do I want to retry the battles? No. So we already got... The weird thing about this one is we already got like the gear and stuff. Right, he shows up and now I'm going to turn around and run away. Alright. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing, everybody. We'll see you later. We'll see you never. Alright, so that didn't work. I kind of knew that going into it though. Alright, so that was a fail. Yeah, do we just go for the Paintress? I guess, man. Like, the crows. I got this little... Maybe this is a nice little level up area right here. It's supposed to be... I should be able to... Isn't SKA supposed to be able to fly at some point or whatever? No, this is another one. We got a merchant. So I can't get to this because I need to be able to fly. Okay. Yeah, there's obviously I should just not be stressing about this. I just need to go for it. Go for the Paintress.
Beforehand. We still have a little bit of time.
Time, says Versa. That's over 40 had to say.
Expedition.
Avril.
Gigi and Edmund were leading. They were on a clean glide to the monolith when they flew into some sort of barrier and just gomashed away.
Oh.
Our gliders are useless without a way across the barrier. Bernard's going to explore on foot, see if there's an entrance. In the meantime, we might as well make ourselves at home. I guess I'll try my hand at fishing. Assuming those sea Nevrons left any fish for us to eat. Rest in peace, Gigi and Edmund.
Oh, here are the gliders. Got our old merchant friend here. No. Neither one of those seem like what I need right now. I just can't believe there's that many like hidden zones. Like I found 2 of the Paintress is right here. This can't be the end. There's gonna be another fight. Yeah, no, I got you. I guess we just go for it. Let's just do it. Cutscene. It must be Mael.
You should do the honors.
I also have not equipped this weapon yet. I gotta remember to do that. She's so happy. Everybody's face is very dirty. Oop. Damn. You did it, Mael. You're a legend. You're a legend, Mael. Oh, we're back. Okay. Yeah, the top 5 list I had prepared for today was for top 5 things not to do as a streamer and or content creator. I know that's probably rich coming from a barely 2-month streamer with very, very small following. Those are her feet. Toes, the monolith. But having watched, not even really, I wouldn't even say I've watched a lot of live streamers. Like, I know, I'm aware of them, YouTube clips mostly. The only live stream I even remember really trying to watch is Asmongold's, and I bailed after maybe an hour. Because what you see in a live stream, it is really, really hard to do a live stream for like 8 to 10 hours every day without coming off almost as like, especially when you're like a popular one, as like a dick. And, you know, clip-wise, you can do good clips. You'll have good sound bites here or there. Even small streamers will.
can do this.
But I think it's crazy when people like will sit there for hours. Now, for one guy, for one person, I feel like it's almost impossible. If you have multiple people and you're basically doing a live podcast or show, it's basically a radio show is really what it is. Or a simulcast. If you've ever watched a sports radio show that's also televised, that's basically what a live stream is. And I haven't really seen anybody do it better than Kino Casino. I think Kino Casino has kind of figured it out. I know there's a ton of shows that try to do what Kino Casino does, but they actually have it figured out. They're funny, they're energetic. They will go for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours at a clip. And they've got the right amount of community support. Now, I don't know if they're doing like Discords or anything like that, but it kind of leads into my first no-no, I would say, as a content creator. A little bit, I don't know if you would say puritanical Discord. And I know it's crazy because it's like I'm a nobody in the content creator space, you know what I mean? But it's like having what I've seen from downfalls, because I do like watching lol cows, and when you see in, you know, former streamers, almost all of the downfalls, like any sort of, I don't know, deal, collaboration, just have it happen in public. Like, have it be public facing. And for Discord, I just don't know if there's a reason for you to be involved. Let your fans do their thing. Let your fans create their, you know, message boards and their fan fictions, and let them talk to each other. Just wash your hands of it. It's not worth it. And I know some guys will go into their Discords because then they're like, well, I'm getting content out of this. They're sending me links, they're sending me stories, they're sending me videos, blah, 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 right? Like, the big example I think of there, just based off of the clips and everything I've seen, is Queso. Like, I know he's just, like, in his Discord just reading whatever. He's a younger kid or a younger streamer, so I feel like the younger streamers are all using Discord. I think for the older streamers, it's like their subreddits, and that's what they go. And I actually think the subreddit is more secure. As long as you're not in there talking and mixing it up. Oh, boy. Hey, maybe I flew through this campaign. I didn't think I did, but... Really? Are we just fighting the Paintress, like, right now? Oh, boy.
Let us stain them. Here's your card. Let us stain them.
I screwed up. I didn't change her,
I saw your future.
I'm waiting for the twist that's about to happen. Okay.
Our attacks do nothing.
I don't understand. The gradient attack should work. Wait, Mael.
I don't think this is...
Oop. Right. Spontaneous combustion, woe is me. Incubus. For all the millennials out there. Oy. Well, that sucked.
Everybody okay?
Follow her. Quickly.
What?
This might be our only chance.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because that went so well. Candles. All right. Monolith. Nice. inside the monolith. Okay, yeah. So, I just, as a content creator personally, I'm not responding to DMs. Like, even if it's a business deal, reach out via email. Like, I'm just not.
Inside the monolith?
Yes.
What was that thing? Why did it help us inside?
Are you
Real Paintress. Her heart is above us somewhere.
I guess we head up then.
That's right. There's the Eiffel Tower. But yeah, man, it's just, I don't think it's worth it. I think most people, they're getting in a ton of trouble when they get famous. I think the big problem is, speaking as like an older guy who's trying the streaming thing, I just think a lot of them, they're young when it happens. They started streaming when they were like 17. They weren't thinking anything of it. They had no idea that they would be as famous or as popular as they were. And they're just popping off in the DMs. And it's just, you're giving people free blackmail material. It's just tough. It's not a good look. And it's just a vulnerability that you don't need to have. Personally, I don't think so. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you'll have other much more successful content creators would tell you, no, you need to have your DMs open. You need to do collaborations. You need to have people offering you business deals and da 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 da. I just think that's bullshit. I think that's totally. I just think it's totally irrelevant. I don't think you need to have any of that stuff open. And I think it only leads to bigger and bigger problems when you're dealing with people in general, especially like nowadays too. Like everybody's just clout chasing. Everybody just wants to be able to basically drop you down the run or kick you down the ladder so they can climb up. And I think DMs are just the easiest way that people can get that out of you without you even realizing what's happening. And then never, I mean, maybe I think we'll get into it a little bit, but it's like, never mind, like their whole relationship thing with other content creators, stupid, just never gonna end well, always gonna end poorly. Even the ones that end well, they could turn at any moment, at any second, it could go sideways and be terrible. So it's like, it's just not worth it. So that's the first thing I'd say. Don't do the DMs. After that, this one is a little bit, I guess it's kind of like the DMs. It's not puritanical like the DM tip is, but public apologies. Just don't do them. Just don't do a public apology. If you really have screwed up horribly, and people do, I'm not saying like there aren't things that you should apologize for. There obviously are. But if you are a content creator and you really screw somebody up or screw somebody over, just apologize to them in private. Like, even though I understand the public outrage, Twitter and Reddit and the internet in general, right, will lose their minds and they'll make you feel like a bad person. They'll go after you immediately. And they'll say, you know, oh, you need to take accountability. And I'm not saying you don't need to, but just say in public, I talked to this person, I apologized already. It's done. We're good. There's nothing left to talk about. That's better than any actual full-throated, multiple paragraph, long video form apology that you can do. None of those work. Everybody knows what's going on. When somebody does that, it's a PR move. Nobody thinks it's sincere. Everybody knows that it's being done to preserve... Oh boy. That's the Paintress or the Mael sister. Like, I don't know, maybe I was supposed to do all those painters workshops in the Hardlands. I just tried to...
What was that?
Yeah, good question.
I don't know.
Fire. Again.
Fire again. This is a whole little side area over here. Nice. Public apologies, just terrible. And like, how many public apologies have you seen where the person who does the apology just gets clowned on? Because it's like, everybody knows it's a PR move, right? So you've already pissed off people with a brain. And then it's like, well, how cringy are you going to make it? And, I mean, there's a litany of terrible apologies out there that people will cite and be like, oh yeah, like, that was... And it's almost... And it amplifies the issue. Because however big you are as a content creator, and some people are massive, so it's like, I guess it depends on the person, but a lot of people only have a couple hundred followers, maybe 1,000 live viewers, and I understand, again, this is coming from somebody with very, very few, but I just think people get so wrapped up in their own ambition or career where they just think like the world is revolving around them, where, you know, everybody's wondering what I am saying, or like my world is collapsing when I've done something wrong that somebody's giving me crap for. On the internet. And it's like, not really, man. Nobody knows. Nobody's really tracking or following what's going on. I just think the public apologies are just always a terrible idea. They're just never gonna... It never appeases the people that are mad, and it makes more people aware that you did something wrong. And it's basically a... it's basically like a go sign for everybody else to attack you, because now they're like, oh, so this person screwed up, this person, and now it's fair game. Now you're going to get the memes, you're going to get everything else going for you. And, you know, sometimes a public apology is warranted, or it's just like, just being honest about what happened. You don't even need to apologize, you know. Oh man, this has been a brutal fight. It was so bad. Now send in the reserve team, yeah. Early? Oh boy. That's terrible. That's tough. That's tough. Random fight. Going down to the last person. Yikes. There we go. But yeah, it's just like, they don't mean it. The public know, so that's what the worst part is. We know they don't mean it. They know they don't mean it. The person they're apologizing to, they know that if they did mean it, they would have done it in private. So the public apology, and it's just like extra words to get nitpicked. Now people are going after your apology. So now it's not even about like what you did wrong or what you said. Now it's about what you said in your apology, and like, did that make any sense, or were you talking shit the whole time? It's just a bad move. You're better off just privately apologize to the person you wronged, if that's the case and you really feel that way. And other than that, let it go. Let it ride. Wait the 2 or 3 days, go back to streaming, go back to video creation, it's over. I just think for too many people, they're so wrapped up in their PR and their public appearance that they can't separate or understand the idea that maybe, or you just own it. Then it's like a real quick apology. I fucked up. I'll make amends. Sorry about that. That's it. It doesn't need to be a Google Doc. It doesn't need to be a tweet longer. It doesn't need to be any of those things. It just needs to be a very contrite and sincere, I'm sorry, I screwed up, my bad. And anything beyond that, that's when you start getting gratuitous, and then people realize, okay, it has nothing to do with the apology, it has nothing to do with you know, them actually feeling sorry. It's like, oh, they want to keep their follower count up, they want to keep their sponsorships, They don't want to get censored. They want to be let into all the cool parties. That's all it has to do with, and everybody knows that. So that's number 4. Number 3, and this is again kind of on the same, it's all the same, vein, or this is anyway. Oversharing. I think what ends up happening, or what happened with a lot of the first generation of content creators, they were losers. These were people that were not popular in high school. They were nerds. They didn't have a lot of friends. They didn't have a lot of people they could talk to. The internet were their friends. And as a result, what do they end up doing? Just spilling their guts and just telling everybody everything. We don't need to know. We don't need to know. Most people are not tuning in to hear everything. They don't care about your family life. They don't care about your personal problems. They don't care about your mental state. They don't care about your relationships, your romantic life. They don't care. And the idea, they don't care about your opinions. Not the opinions that they're not following you for. If you're a political channel, give your political take. They probably don't want to listen to your video game take, or what do you think about the latest science fiction book that came out. If you're a booktuber, they don't care about your politics. If you're a video game streamer, they don't care about your politics. If you're an artist, they don't care about your cooking. I just think a lot of content creators, what ends up happening is they get popular for whatever reason, and then their biggest assumption is that they are everybody wants to know everything about them. Everybody cares so much about everything that you have to say. It couldn't be further from the truth. They don't care anything about what you have to say. They don't care at all. They never did. Other than what they were following you for in the first place. Now, does that mean that's the case for everybody? No. There is a very, very small, very select group of streamers where people will listen to anything they say, and they are interested in all of their takes. It's few and far between, and too many streamers, they're that person every time, and they're almost never that person. And you just end up being a mark. You end up alienating people, you end up pissing people off. And it's like unnecessary. You don't need to do it. It's just, you're not a Voltaire of your time. You're not this great thinker that everybody needs to listen to at all times about everything. Nobody knows everything about everything. And I feel like a lot of content creators kind of try to project that. And even the ones that people do listen to, like of them on a bunch of stuff, they miss all the time. They'll say stupid shit all the time. So it's just, I just think it's a common mistake that a lot of streamers make, or content creators, not just streamers. I keep saying streamers just because most of the examples I have stuck in my head, that's who I'm thinking of. But it's like, there's a good instance of a lot of even YouTubers. And it's not usually what makes it worse. It's usually not them. They don't usually do it on the platform that made them famous and rich. They're just shooting their mouth off on Twitter. They're shooting their mouth off on, anything really. Like, it's crazy. They're just talking trash all the time. And maybe wealth does that to you. Maybe you get rich and you think, oh man, I don't need to worry about this. Or I think what happens more often than not is they've got people in their ear telling them, listen, you've got this big platform, you should tell people how you feel. And it's like, nah man, that's like the reverse of what should be happening. Is like, you have this huge platform because you weren't telling people what you thought about everything all the time. And then once you start doing that, now it's like, he's not that guy, he's this guy. And that's what the problem is, I think, for a lot of content creators, is They get, it's probably all tied to ego, honestly. They figure out, you know, I made tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars being myself. So why wouldn't everybody want to hear what I have to say when it's just me being myself? And I can understand that temptation. I can understand not understanding, you know, or deluding yourself into thinking, oh yeah, that is why people are listening to me, because I'm just like the greatest thinker of my age. And I guess you don't really know until you try, but at the same time, you're not that guy. Like, and again, maybe this is because I'm an older guy streaming. I'm not some 18-year-old that just had a ton of money thrown at them because, for whatever reason, intangibles, charisma, you know, anything. I'm not knocking anybody who became really famous for whatever reason during streaming when they were young, but I think their worldview and their reality is so skewed that they can't help but be kind of full of themselves and not really understand that people don't care. People don't want to listen to it. And at the end of the day, most people are just going to be like, you have no life experience. You're a live streamer. You know, like, you don't know what's going on. You have no idea. You never really paid bills. So I'm talking about, obviously, you know, when you're a really famous live streamer. I'm not talking about when you're just like starting out, or like if you're somebody who's doing this for a living. That's when they're going to be like, okay, like I don't really need to listen to this person now. I think a bunch of them fall into that trap, and then I think that's what causes their ceiling to happen. And I don't think a lot of them recognize that. Even now, if you were to talk to a bunch of them, I think they would be like, no, that's not why people hate me, or that's why they'll fall back to something else that's causing it. But it's like, no, that's why, man. It's because you started talking like you were an expert on everything. And nobody, you know, there's so many people out there that have a wealth of life experience, and they don't need to listen to somebody who really doesn't tell them that everything they did was wrong or stupid, or they don't understand what they're saying, or when like their life experience is sitting in a room in front of a computer for 40 to 50 hours a week talking about video games or World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? It's just so the oversharing thing, and then oversharing, yeah, virtue signaling goes into that too, and that's on both sides too. It's like, oh, everything's woke. Oh, everything is a microaggression. It's like, no, you're both annoying, and you're both doing it just because you want Twitter updates, or you want to see Reddit say you don't want to be on LSF, or you want to, you know, it's all the same. You know, it's as different as it is, it's also all the same. And I think most streamers would admit that, you know, they project, they become a PR firm. They leave the realm of being genuine or being a relatable person, and now all of a sudden everything's crafted in a lab, and ooh, I need to say this about this thing because my side is saying this, even though maybe I think differently. Why I can't think differently? Because, you know, my audience doesn't think that way, and I want the money to keep coming in, and I want blah 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 blah. And it's like, I just think it's easy to fall in that trap, especially when you become famous, when you're making a ton of money. I just think, you know, the temptation's there to compromise on everything, because who doesn't want to keep making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars? And, you know, I'm obviously not there, and I can talk a big game, which I'm kind of doing right now, I guess. But it's like, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth. And then what's being proven too is, like, when you do that, you're limiting yourself. You know, people aren't stupid, even though I feel like a lot of content creators, again, because of their sense of ego, whatever it might be, they think they are way, way, way smarter than the average person. And it just stinks, because it's like, no, you're not. You're not. This is Fire Lady, right? Yeah. I ran the wrong way. Okay. Got distracted here. So it's just, I just feel like content creators lose sight of themselves, once they get to, and I'm sure it's a gradual thing. I'm sure it's not like it's not a conscious decision, It's just, oh, I've got 1,000 live viewers. I have 200 live viewers. I better keep doing what I'm doing. And then, they get wrapped up in, ooh, I saw the chat was really not, chat wasn't happy with me. The chat didn't like what I was saying, so now I gotta dial it back and say something different. And then this is another reason why, to kind of tie it back, don't have your DMs open. You don't need to. Why would you pay attention to whatever like a bot is saying? Like, you have no idea who these people are, if it's actually a person. And now they're just going to be smacking up your DMs and making you feel bad because somebody else, you know what I mean? Like, some other person decided, I'm going to unleash a bot army and I'm going to try to cause a problem. Like, don't do it. Nice counters. Nope. That was super delayed. I didn't like any of that. Just do an attack. Breaking rules. I keep forgetting that one. I keep forgetting to put the right weapon on her. What am I doing? Ready. Oh, I wish that ended. Oh, nice. Alright. So, it's right there with the oversharing. It's related to the oversharing. Involving family members. It is the worst thing that any and all of these content creators do when they start involving their family members in their drama. There is no reason to do it. It is almost always sympathy bait, or worse.
Again. Teaching her children to paint, huh?
It's them, oh boy. It's them throwing family members under the bus for their bad behavior. And none of that is good. None of that's okay. It's all a lack of accountability. Or an unwillingness to be held accountable for their own terrible actions. And then I'd say, obviously that's, I think, what the most common one is. Then you can get into the real depraved stuff where they start involving family members in their streams, family members that don't really want to be involved, that are just trying to live their private lives, and now you've got, some degenerate, desperate creator trying to get them involved or on the internet for everybody to gawk at just so they can make a couple extra bucks here or there. And
Brace yourself. Let us stay.
nice Idek.
Ready to carry.
Perfect. Offensive switch.
Here's your card.
Is this his only attack? Ooh. I can't believe I was slow on that. Really?
You can do it. Take down that shield. I can do it. Strike.
Let's go back. But yeah, the family members. It's just every time that happens, I just shake my head. Mostly lol cows, I think, are pretty famous for doing that. Like, you know, whether it's their kids, their parents, their guardians, whatever it might be, because they can't help themselves because they're just not good people. And so in their mind, it's just anything that lets them get out of jail free, they're gonna do it, you know. This is tough. This is not a good fight by me. It's yapping too much. Gone. Oh no, thought I had it. Yes. Now here we go. Like, that's so bad. See it? Heavy. Nice.
Careful. Building up promo.
Ooh. Oh, you know what that means though. Don't attack. Oh. That's terrible. I was about to win. Alright, let's redo the fight. Let's redo the fight. And then, so number 2, yeah, involving family members. Number 1, the worst thing a content creator can do. Lie about a disease. And it's like, it's an obvious one. But whether it's cancer, Tourette's, I mean, I can't imagine, I mean, everybody's seen them. How many people get caught when they start lying about bullshit like that? Like, everybody hates them. But I would even say, like, even lying about being autistic, which I think is like a default move that a lot of these content creators do. That should have been a block. I'm actually mad about that.
Here's your card. I'll do it.
Nice. This feels threatening.
Not looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to evade. Dodge seal. Ready to attack.
What?
I'm waiting.
See ya. See ya.
Roma is flowing.
You know what? Let's try an item. Let's do the revive tint.
You don't get to die.
There we go.
Okay. Look out.
Ugh. But yeah, the line about a disease, whether it's for money, sympathy, whatever it might be, it's the worst thing you can do. I don't really know. There's not really a huge comeback from that. Like, somebody might be able to do that as a content creator and remain in the space, but they're going to drop a level. They're going to become, you know, they're not going to be held in a very high regard by most consumers. Most people are going to look at them like a giant piece of shit that doesn't deserve any of the success that they have or even any of the money that they've got right now. So, yeah. How am I off on that every time? That's so bad. I'm just gonna pop you in the... Still?
Ready to evade. Today, take a shot.
Oh boy. I can't believe I'm early every time on that one. I mean, this should be a win anyway, but that's so bad. Ugh. Yes, I'm in the reserve team. Well, this is good for Minoko, though. This should be a win.
Incoming. Noka. Bring it on.
Yeah, nice. Well, not nice, but whatever. You know what I mean. Yeah, Vex foot. Hey, Vex foot. I actually don't know which way I'm supposed to go now. I keep losing track. Oh, well, this is nice though.
Nice.
not this way. But yeah, that's it for the top 5 list. So it's, you know, number 5, don't have your DMs open. Number 4, don't do public apologies. Number 3, don't overshare. Number 2, don't involve your family members. And number 3, don't lie about a medical condition. I feel like that's all pretty self-explanatory, but you'd be surprised if you start paying attention to content creators, how many of them, they're popular, even like before their downfalls or before, how many of them are doing these things. I don't know. Hubris, I guess, or just inability to grow or listen and understand that, like, they're screwing up. And I mean, most of it's probably ego. You know, most of it, that's probably what most of it is. Where it's just, they're rich, they don't really care. Even if their career is ended tomorrow, a lot of them have enough money that they'll be able to figure it out. They'll be able to sell whatever they bought, make enough of a living that they're not going to be, like, destitute or in really tough straits. You know, there are others that are definitely in tough straits. There are others that, you know, they overspend and they didn't save any money. And it leads to a horrendous situation where, you know, they're stuck creating content kind of as a joke where they can't get out of it, you know. They're stretched too thin either through money or obligations, whatever it might be. Oh, we're going back to the classics. Nope, that was a mistake. Oh wow, got lucky. I'll take that. I fought these guys in a minute.
Here's your card. Look out!
That should have been a double block. That was bad. Oh. Man. 2 bad blocks. Ugh. Nice. Good job, Wayne. Perfect. Ooh. Well, see, maybe you didn't even need to worry about, we're underwater again or whatever. Yeah, didn't even need to worry about leveling up. Just fighting in the monolith. Ooh, merchant. What's up, buddy? Oh, do I fight the merchant? Yeah. Who's gonna do it? Let's go Verso. Let's try it, Verso.
Not impressed.
Oh. Ugh, tough. lose this fight. That's okay.
Bring it up.
Very nice.
Really need it. Oh well.
Perfect again. Let's go. Wow. Let's keep it going.
Ready to strike. Here we go. Not impressed.
I thought I had that one too.
Just try it.
Oh, that should have been a kill too.
Ready to strike. I've got this.
Wow, nice. Good job, Versa. I'm gonna buy that just because it was so expensive, but alright, I need to find a flag. I feel like there's gotta be one nearby. There it is. There it is. Alright, so we are in the monolith. We're hitting the rest button. And we are calling it a night, ladies and gentlemen. So again, thank you for joining. Thank you for hitting the like, subscribe, follow button. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. And I will talk to you guys most likely on Monday. So thanks a lot, guys, again for joining. And have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe out there in the snow if you're caught in that. If you're somewhere warmer, have a drink on the beach for me. Thanks. Have a good one.